So I'm delighted to be speaking to Joanne Taylor-Stagg. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing, Ellie?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks. And Joanne, lovely to chat to you today. You're the general manager at the beautiful and very English Athenaneum Hotel in London. And I believe you're in a residence apartment there.
Yes, absolutely. I thought it would be nice and quiet and discreet. We're lucky to have the residences which have their own private front door, so very discreet, but are also connected to the hotel. So nice, quiet spot, I thought.
Lovely, lovely, and very relevant. So I have been, very impressed because, I'm a huge customer satisfaction, customer service advocate. And in terms of your net promoter score, I understand you've gone from already a very impressive 44 to 74. So outstanding that customers feel so positively, and would love you to talk to us a bit about how you've achieved this.
Sure. It's a subject that's also very dear to my heart, so I'm happy to talk about it for days on end, but we'll try and keep it succinct. I think with NPS, I guess the first thing I would say is we don't necessarily talk about NPS with the team so much. I find it quite difficult sometimes for all of the team, particularly when English can be a second or third language, to really understand NPS. So we focus internally much more on TripAdvisor because it's something they can go on themselves and see how we're doing. So our TripAdvisor ranking, for example, went from sort of 18 months ago, we were at 175, and today we're at 81. So if you're in the hotel, you'll hear TripAdvisor significantly more than you will hear NPS, although I have to say I spend a lot of time looking at NPS too. So how did we achieve that? I guess you have to, I'm a Stephen Covey fan, so you begin with the end in mind. And for us, the beginning was very much with the team. I think it's absolutely critical that your culture reflects where you want to go. And so when I first arrived at the hotel, I was lucky enough to arrive at a time where the group was reviewing vision and values and purpose. And so, but if that hadn't have happened, I probably would have done it myself anyway, because I think it is really, really important that the team understand what it is that makes your hotel unique, what it is that you're trying to achieve, and who you're trying to achieve it for. And so we spent a lot of time, and when I say a lot of time, I'm talking a good 9 months of bedding that in. I believe so much in culture that I did my master's dissertation on it. So it's a subject that I am absolutely passionate about and believe that it is the key to better business performance. It isn't a fluffy HR thing. It is absolutely down to cash. And you have to have the right culture if you're going to deliver the financial results. So we spent a lot of time embedding that with the team, and not just doing a rollout and lots of lovely posters and then sticking them on the wall and forgetting about them, which more often than not happens. It's something we talk about every single day. And once the team really understood what it was we were trying to achieve and where we were trying to go, and most importantly, how they could contribute to that within a framework. I'm not a great believer in SOPs. I really believe in allowing people the space to bring their personalities and their own thoughts and processes. And so we set out a framework of what good looked like and what you could and couldn't do, because everyone needs a few rules, but not too many. And then we let the team go wild. We let them, be their own individuals. We focused on each guest being unique and important. And we spoke a lot about if your other half, your parents, your nearest and dearest were coming to stay in the hotel, you would personally have gone to reservations and made sure that there was something on their profile. You would have gone and allocated their room. You would have made sure housekeeping had done an extra clean and check, and there was an amenity in the room. And, you know, everything that you would do for someone that was important to you, we need to do for every single guest, because every single guest is important to somebody. And so many of them are here for a celebration, you know, it's an aspirational stay for many of our guests. It's not just routine. And so we need to capture that essence of making each stay unique, each stay personalized, and making the guest feel valued and important. And when you can get that, then the service scores just start to fly.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And just finally, I would say also, you shared with me that, you know, you do know that it is the correlation between this focus on customer satisfaction and excellence and TripAdvisor scores, for instance, and getting reviews. Could you just sort of share that bit about that correlation with the doubling and the growing of unique? Yeah.
Absolutely. So yes, going back to the comments about culture isn't just you know, a fluffy HR thing. It is absolutely down, you know, down to the financial performance and the success of the business. And we can track and do track that, because if you look, for example, just at TripAdvisor, forgetting all of our own digital marketing, but just look at the correlation in TripAdvisor, we can absolutely see that a year ago, our click-through rate was less than half of what it is now. And the number of people that are going directly to our telephone number, to the page that has our telephone number, has more than doubled in a year. And so, yes, I don't know that those people didn't actually get that number and then not call. That's the bit that you never totally get. But there is a massive correlation between the number of people that are coming direct. And I can certainly see that my direct bookings have increased and my OTA share has diminished. And I can also see that my STR performance on RevPAR has significantly increased. And so, you know, and when you get comments on TripAdvisor or Google or any of those sites, where the guest says, I had such a great stay, I'm going to book again, that tells you something. And we had one not so long ago where a guest said, I had such a great stay, I've rebooked already. They hadn't even left in that book then.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, that really, you know, and we all know it's cheaper to keep a guest than to find a new one, you know, and all of that good stuff. But it absolutely is. And apart from the cash, that word of mouth, it just brings so many more guests in. I remember when we had finished the first lockdown, walking through the hotel, and, you know, London, as everybody knows, has not been as busy as it once was. And so you had a lot more time to talk to almost every single guest at length, and speaking to a few guests, but two different groups in particular. And the one couple asked why they were staying with us. And they said they had been on TripAdvisor and they had done their research and seen that we were getting some really amazing feedback, and so had decided to stay with us. They didn't know who we were before, but that it is kind of funny that we'll trust somebody we don't know's opinion so much that it'll influence us to book. But I'm not judging. I will happily take it.
No, well, thank you. The proof to the power of reviews and the power of, you know, responding to reviews. So, well, thank you, Joanne. I could talk all day, but really, really appreciated that, and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Ellie. Have a great day.
Thank you. And you.